Welcome to Scholarites. In this video, we will learn about the HTTP module in Node. We'll explore how to set up a basic server, handle requests, and understand its key functionalities. Let's get started. One of the powerful building blocks of Node is the HTTP module, which we use for creating networking applications. For example, we can create a web server that listens for HTTP requests on a given port. With this, we can easily create a backend service for our client applications, such as a web application built with React or Angular, or a mobile application running on a mobile device. In the Node documentation, under the list of modules, we can find the HTTP module. This module contains various classes like http.agent, http.clientRequest, and more. Each of these classes has properties, methods, and events. Now, in VS Code, let's load the HTTP module. Const http equals require http. Here we call http.createServer, one of the functions defined in this module, to create a web server. We'll store the result in a server object. One interesting thing about this server object is that it is an event emitter, meaning it has capabilities like on, add listener, and emit. Looking at the documentation for the HTTP module, the http.server class inherits from net.server, which itself is an event emitter. Many of Node's core functionalities are based on event emitters. Back to our server object, we can call server.listen at port 3000. This tells the server to listen on port 3000. To confirm this, we'll add console.log listening on port 3000. When we run this application, the server will listen on port 3000. Every time there is a new connection or request, the server raises an event which we can handle using the on method. For example, before calling listen, we register an event listener. More on event listener later. Back in the terminal, when we run the application and visit localhost 3000, we can see the new connection message logged. However, in real-world applications, we don't typically respond to the connection event to build an HTTP service, as this is too low level. Instead, we pass a callback function to create server. Now, when we restart the server and refresh the browser, we see Hello World displayed on the home page. To handle multiple routes, we add more conditions like this. This allows us to return an array of numbers when visiting /API/courses. Building a web server with Node is straightforward, but in real-world applications, we don't use the HTTP module directly for backend services. As we add more routes, the code becomes harder to manage. Instead, we use a framework like Express, which simplifies route handling while still being built on top of the HTTP module.